you can grow your channel in 2025 by being you, by literally cutting the camera on, being authentic, and not worrying about your hair, your face, your background, not worrying about any of those things, by just literally cutting the camera on. And I just want to encourage you right now. I mean, you're over 40, over 50 years old. People need to hear from you. People need to hear your stories about your life. And, you know, for me, the one thing that's on my mind this morning is literally growing up without a father. You know, there's a lot of things in life, decisions that I believe that I've made because I didn't grow up with a father, you know, in my home. And, you know, I have a 10-year-old daughter. I have a 5-year-old daughter, been married for 19 years. So how am I able to have a successful relationship with my wife and daughters when I didn't grow up seeing one? You know, and I've said this before, you know, the first time I went to my dad's house, I was 21 years old, you know, and just like with anything, there are multiple sides to any story. So who really knows why I didn't grow up with a dad? Does my mom know the full story? Does my dad know the full story? Did my late grandmother know the full story? Who even really knows? That was so many years ago. But one thing that is a constant, I didn't grow up with a father, regardless of the reason that didn't happen. So a lot of those things I learned on the fly. And I feel like I have every excuse in the world not to be a good dad, not to be a good husband. But thank the Lord, following God's plan, you know, there are so many role models that I've met over the years that I've been able to pattern good behavior as a husband, great behavior as a father. And that's kind of been my thing, man, just looking for the good in life, the good people in life. And there are so many of y'all out here that have so much knowledge, man. And, you know, 30 years old, 40, 50, shoot, man, 60 years old, that you can share right here on YouTube. And literally stories like the one I just shared with you are stories that you can share right here on this platform. And somebody might get something out of it. You know, did you get something out of the story that I just shared? You know, put in the comments. You know, maybe you didn't grow up with a father. You know, maybe you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel and you don't know what to talk about. You know, how many times have you been in the barbershop or just sitting around with friends and you guys, you know, are sharing stories? You know, kind of think back on all those different situations, you know, fatherhood, you know, motherhood, you know, parenting. You know, why are you such a stern parent, or why are you such a passive parent? And tell why that works for you in your household, because what works in your house may not work in my house. You know, people want to learn. You know, I know people say, oh, the young folk don't listen. I say that all the time, you know, but I got to revise my statement. The few young people that listen, those are the future leaders of tomorrow. Those are the ones that get it. And the ones that get it, they got it, and they know how to go get it. And what is it? Whatever life is holding for you, all the beautiful and wonderful things in life, they are going to go get it, man. And I get excited, man, just thinking about the young people that are able to listen, take correction, move forward on those things that they were corrected on or learned. And then the end result is success. And what does success look like? Well, for me, success is waking up every morning with the ability to breathe, walk, talk, and do all these different things. That's success. Waking up, actually, because there are many people that wake up and they can't walk, you know, but they're successful. You know, success for me is being married to one woman for 19 years. You know what I'm saying? Success for me is my 5-year-old, my 10-year-old daughters. You know, they have a high respect for their mother and their father, and they love the Lord. And, you know, they're receiving a great Christian education. That's success for me. And I'm making my parents proud, you know, and I wish my grandmother was still here, you know, that, you know, to make her proud, because she didn't get to see a lot of things that me and my family have accomplished, you know, after she passed, you know, but that's a driving force. I promise you, it's a driving force. I think about my late grandmother, Mary Stevenson, and man, it make you want to just take off, man, and get to the upper stratosphere. You know, for a lot of years, you know, that pain was a weight, you know. But now that same pain, it's a thruster, like a rocket booster. It pushes me forward. It propels me into my future. And it's a driving force, man. Like, hey, your grandma would be proud of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I use that. And maybe that's something you could do too. When you have personal tragedies in your life, you know, it's going to be a wait. I'm not just saying immediately get up and move forward. I'm not saying that. I didn't do that. But what I am saying is, at some point, you'll be able to use it as fuel. Let's go.